But that's not the way it is.
It's not. And I guess I don't know. Some people, like, for instance, if your husband or your wife comes to you and they say something, and maybe whether it be about money or sex or whatever, and your initial reaction is whatever it is, for some reason you're shocked, then instead of having saying something that you may regret or making them feel even more guilty than they did, you just need to take a moment. If you're shocked by it, then just say, okay, I need a minute. Let me think about this. And you walk away from it. But normally people are just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you. I can't believe you're thinking that. And they get defensive and then an argument starts. Take a breath. Take a minute. Walk away. Think it over.
Like just because somebody asks you something, that doesn't mean that you have to provide the answer right away.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And it doesn't mean, and even
very good
if
point.
initially you may think it's very strange or very odd, or you may be initially mad about it, that doesn't mean once you think about it, that could also change.
Hmm. So how much of this do you think has to do with people feeling really safe? And how do you create a safe relationship?
As far as safe, what do you mean?
Safe meaning that I really trust you,
Okay.
and I feel safe with you. Like I know that when I'm with you, you're not gonna hurt me. Like I know that deep in my heart, and I'm
Well,
not trying to defend myself and put up a wall.
mhm.
Because the reason why people are not open is because they're trying to protect something that doesn't even probably exist. It just exists in
Right,
their imagination.
right. And I guess you said a good thing there, that you're not going to hurt me. And that's the number one thing I think that's why people kind of, their relationships kind of fizzle out over time too. We're going to hurt each other. It's going to happen. And the main thing with that is, if it's, I mean, depending on how bad that hurt is, I mean, we say things to each other, we get in arguments, we may say something we regret and we apologize. Well, that still sticks with us and we still get hurt. Okay, we're always going to hurt each other. But we
All
need
right, so
to
let me stop you right there because that's a heavy duty conversation. All
sure.
right, so do you feel, different people come from different schools of thought. Okay, so I'm
Hmm.
just checking this out with you.
Sure.
So do you feel that the reason why we are in a relationship is because we each have something, maybe one or several important things to teach each other, and that we are really acting as a mirror? So if I'm having an experience that I'm being hurt by you,
Hmm.
it's not really you that's hurting me. It's something inside of me. Like if that hurt didn't exist already in me,
Hmm.
you couldn't activate it. Does that make
Absolutely.
sense?
Absolutely. And
Okay.
that's why I say, maybe sometimes we don't have to look at their actions and say, what are they doing wrong? Of course, I mean, of course we do. We're going to say, okay, what are they doing wrong? But what am I, how am I going to react to this? What is making me feel so hurt about this? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Okay. Okay. But don't you also think that most people are unwilling to take responsibility and own that? They rather point the finger that there's something wrong with you, and you need to be fixed.
Of course. Oh yeah.
And
Oh
until that
yeah.
happens, I cannot be happy. So go
Absolutely.
change.
Absolutely. And and I still catch myself doing this too. We're all a work in progress. We are.
uh,
And every relationship is a work in progress. And I mean, my
yeah.
fiance and I go through it too, but I have to remind myself, and I do, because we'll get in an argument or, over something silly. And once it's over and I step back and I'm like, okay, maybe he did something that I didn't like very much, but was it really all that bad? Why was I so hurt by it? Why am I have complete control over myself and my heart and my feelings. And okay, if he wanted to act a certain way, well, you know, we have to learn to blow certain things off too, and let the other person blow steam when they need to.